Hi again, people. Well, I had to do a little follow-up on this video that I did on the Philadelphia cops. I just put out Philadelphia police earning the hate. Inspector hits protester in the head. So, first off, I didn't know it was a female. To me, it even makes it worse. Rick, it shouldn't. They're equal, and you shouldn't give them special privileges. Well, again, if you go back to disparity of force, females tend to be less strong. They have less ability to hurt you. When I thought it was a pink-panty, left-wing, liberal, hair-on-fire male, I thought it was over-aggressive. But now that I found out it's a pink-panty, liberal, hair-on-fire female, I find it even more aggressive that the cop reacted the way he did. And as usual, I always get those some people that just want to hate and argue and not want to see it. But I was kind of surprised at the number of people that thought the protesters deserve this. And let me get over here. Well, it's only the top 4, so I'll just go down to the ones. Okay, so these are the comments for this video. Let's see. Now, these are the cops. And what I did is I just did a filter search for deserve in these comments. So every comment that used deserve, instead of going through the 100 comments and trying to find the ones, I just did a quick filter, put deserve. So all comments would deserve, and I haven't read them. So let's see. Now these cops deserve to be charged and permanently lose their jobs. Okay, I would agree with that. It's a lesson they want to teach. Don't back off. As you do, we'll beat you. Then they deserve a real attack. As much as I hate these protesters, they maybe should have shown up fully armed and not back down. Okay, I guess I can say that it sounds like another person who got what they deserved from a cop. Okay, I disagree. And liberal mutts protesting, wanting to erase the Constitution. They deserve cracks on the head. Okay, so these are the main comments that I was kind of wanting to focus on. The attitude of the people that were like, you know what? These protesters are a piece of shit. I'm glad they're getting their heads busted. I actually might agree with you if I wanted to ignore the Constitution and holding government accountable. When the boogaloo starts, when the revolution starts, when people's had enough, when the race war starts, whatever you want to call it, when the next big event starts because everybody is fed up, I'm okay with giving people what they get. But this ain't the time. The government needs to be held accountable. The government needs to follow the law. The government that has the power to take lives, carry guns, give permission for others to carry guns, take away permission to carry guns, tell us that we can't protect ourselves because they'll protect us, and then they go out there and hit people in the head and violate the law, and idiots are out here saying, I'm okay with it because I don't like who they're hitting. Kind of like the people that said, they're loading the Jews up and they're going to go burn and kill them. It's only the Jews. I don't have a problem with that. Kind of like the blacks say, white people, they need to be burned, they need to be hung, they need to see what they did. Let's hate all the white people. I'm okay with that because they're white. See, I don't like that mentality. I just think it's freaking stupid. I think good people should prosper and bad people should get shit. Evil people should get shit. That's my philosophy. And I don't care if a cop's good or bad. When he's working and carrying a badge and a gun and he's working for the government, he follows the law. Period. No ifs, ands, buts, or coconuts. If we start letting government bend the rules and hit people we don't like, pretty soon they hit people that we do like. Pretty soon they hit us. And that's where these idiots who are supporting and have this idiotic perception that, you know what, because I don't like the protesters, I'm okay if government abuses their power. I'm okay if government uses excessive force. Hell, I'm okay if government shoot people for parking tickets. If I don't like the person that gets a parking ticket, hell, let's let government shoot people for parking tickets. That's an ignorant position. In my book, it's my opinion. You can still have your own opinion. Let's see. Asshole got what he deserved. This dude, I love your channel. This is always where they kiss me before they screw. Remember, they always got to tell me they love me, I'm great, and then they throw in the but. Dude, I love your channel, but, meaning I really don't love your channel. I got to tell you how you're freaking wrong and how you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But these protesters deserve what they get. They are punks out of control. See, this is the mentality. So I took the time to read this and respond to it. And instead of just saying, hey, we disagree, no, this guy ain't enough. This guy's got to come back. Rick, what laws are the protesters following? What laws are these protesters following? Okay, you're right. I'm pretty sure they were asked, oh, you're pretty sure? So that means it's okay to hit him in the head because you, Mr. Bob White, is pretty sure cops should be able to hit people in the head unjustly? Well, you know what, Bob? I think you're full of shit. Did they get what they deserve? Did not so they get what they deserve. So, in Bob's opinion, Bob the tyrant, in his opinion, if the cops tell you to leave and you don't, they can hit you in the head or shoot you or beat the hell out of you because you didn't leave when the tyrannical government told you to. As far as I'm concerned, Bob's a badge polishing little kiss ass that thinks the government should be able to do whatever they want. So you know what? I don't want to deal with Bob's attitude. We're going to block Bob and we're going to get rid of Bob so I don't have to deal with Bob's ignorance. Okay, so now let's get to the follow-up of the story on the Philadelphia because they did charge the cops. So this is Inspector Bologna who hit the dude or hit the female and was acting like an out-of-control idiot and decided because he was upset and he had a badge and he has the power, he can do what the hell he wants to any pesky citizen and basically kill them. I mean, if he'd hit her in the head, caused a concussion, put her in a wheelchair for the rest of her life, idiots like Bob would be out there, hey, she got what she deserved. I mean, if he crushed her skull and she became a ward of the state and cost the state millions of dollars and her deadbeat parents and siblings got millions of dollars of taxpayer money, Mr. Bob would be okay with that because she got what she deserved. Because this cop is a hero in Bob's eye. This cop is right because he can abuse his authority. That's why Bob isn't going to comment here anymore unless he makes a new account and tries to sneak in. So, not only was the cop wrong, and he's being charged with aggravated assault by the DA, which I agree with, the cops applauded him as a hero. Let me get this straight. The thin blue line, the cops that Bob thinks are perfect, applauded a dude for getting arrested for aggravated assault because he hit an unarmed female in the head with a freaking baton. And the cops, the heroes, the ones that everybody tells me, all the good cops out there, show up for this guy's arrest and applaud him for abusing his authority and ignoring the Constitution. Yay! Good job, Mr. Bologna! You showed that little female, unarmed female. You showed her. Yeah, the blue line. Yeah, good job. We're with you, man. We're behind you. That was a bald guy that tapped him, wasn't it? Yeah, good job. We're with you, man.
Next to him, John McCain.
Yeah, ignore that stupid Constitution. We're the police. We're the thin blue line. We got the power. Screw those pesky citizens. All the people that said the protesters got what they deserve, this is what you're supporting. This is what I don't get. So here's another article. A bunch of white shirts out there. Now everybody with white shirts, a thug or supervisor. Look at all these supervisors. You got 2, 4, 6, 8 supervisors for 1,400 cops, and none of them know how to do anything but abuse the Constitution. Anyway, I digress. So the cop who protested, the association, the same people that were out there supporting him are now selling T-shirts for him. The DA did a statement. Accountability needs to be even-handed and applied to everyone. I agree. I absolutely agree. Now, I don't think this DA is a super nice, great guy, wonderful person because he did the right thing one time, because I'm sure there's a lot of black cops that should have been charged and they weren't because he's probably a left-wing idiot in this city, and the only reason this cop is really getting charged is because he's white. Now, that's what I don't agree with. But because he's a cop and he should be held accountable, it may start with a few white cops going to prison. Sooner or later, all cops will get the message and go, you know what? That thin blue line ain't keeping us out of prison. We might want to second guess what we do. But the Fraternal Order of Police, no, they support Mr. Bologna. Bologna strong t-shirts. Notice the thin blue line. Oh, but Rick, the thin blue line only supports police officers because they're our heroes. Yeah, well, that's because you're an idiot. So if Bob, who just got blocked since he can't comment here, or maybe he's got a little extra time on his hand and money, he can order one of these shirts here and he can get, the whatever size he wants and the Bologna strong, and maybe he can get them to add pesky citizens deserve to be hit in the head if they don't listen to police. Maybe that's what he can add to his shirt. So he got charged. Am I happy that this guy got charged? I'm happy that government is being held accountable, that government is doing what it should do, that government is holding their enforcement branch of the police with all the power and authority to break into your home, to arrest you, to seize your property, to seize money from you, to detain you anytime they want, to take away your freedoms at their will. And they have a lot of rules that they need to follow and a lot of laws that they're supposed to follow. And when they don't, they should be held accountable. And if you think just because they're beating people you don't like, whether it be black people or white people or Asian people or protesters or people who park illegally or whatever other reason you want to dislike somebody, and you think that's a good reason to support government tyranny and ignoring the Constitution, then we're just going to have to agree to disagree, because I think that's bullshit. My default is holding government accountable. And the biggest abuser of government authority that we see, that we have evidence that is clear, is from the cops. Now, there's politicians probably doing worse than the cops, but they don't wear body cams and we don't see it. And it's not as easy to catch them and prosecute them. But if we can't prosecute them when we have them on camera, you know damn well the politicians aren't worried about being prosecuted when they're not on camera. So my position is, I don't care who the cops are abusing. Whether it's a child molester, a raper, even though I want to do it and I'm happy and I like it and I think they deserve it, I don't want government without due process ignoring the Constitution at their will and inflicting deadly force and killing people and have the authority and the ability and the impunity to dish out deadly force as they see fit when they see fit. To me, that's just wrong any way you look at it. But everybody can have their own opinion. We'll end that there.